I'm talking about lighting because in the past few weeks, some of the bulbs in my household have gone, they've gone all fluttery. The LED bulbs start to blink when they're getting older. So we changed those out. And then I thought, wait a minute, I think it's about 4 years since I did up the lighting for this aquarium and for the indoor pond too. Those bulbs are 4 years old. I thought, I better change those things out. So I did, and wow, what a difference that makes. Wow. I was having some trouble with nitrates in the 55-gallon behind me. And now that I've gotten new bulbs in there, and I used to use just 5,000 K bulbs. Well, first of all, let me tell you about what fixtures I use. I'm using the Reptile heat lamp fixtures because I like the look of that. I just like the look of the outside of it. So I used to use 5,000 K bulbs in those fixtures, but of course that's not really good plant lighting. Now I have bought full spectrum bulbs, and my duckweed is growing like crazy, and that has solved my nitrate problem because I was having a little bit, not very high, just a little bit higher than I was happy with. So they were about 40-ish, 40 parts per million. My nitrates were at 40, and I wanted to bring that number down, and so that number has come down a bit. I can't remember what it was last time, probably about 30, and I'm going to check it again later today. But yeah, so the lighting is very important. When you think about it, your bulbs really should be changed after about 2.5 years because they usually give you 10,000 hours on a bulb. And if you have your lights on, say for the ease of multiplication, say you have them on for 10 hours a day, after a year, that's already 3,650 hours. So you multiply that by 3, that's more than 10,000 hours that you've got in 3 years. So actually, you should be doing it 2.5 years, change the bulbs. And yeah, so I think that from now on, I'm going to put that in my log along with all the other stuff that you have to take care of in a fish tank. They're just like kids, aren't they? Some of you don't have kids yet, but just wait till you do. It's a lot of work. But children are worth it too. Yeah. I'm saying that like fish are worth it, but kids are not. No, that's not what I mean. Children are definitely worth it. And I think fish are also worth it. Okay, some fish are worth it. So this is my garden room that I'm sitting in that some of you may know about already. And here I keep my tropical plants, my 55-gallon tank, and I have an indoor pond. It's in a laguna pond tub. It's actually not, when I bought it, it was actually called a bog tank. So it was meant to be just a bog because it's only 12 inches deep. And I find that very hard to work with. So I'm thinking next year one of my projects will be to change out that tub somehow or other. Don't know yet what. This is December now, and December is when I usually think about all the projects I'm going to do in the next year. So it's time to sit down. I've done all the Christmas decorating and all the food planning, so it's just a matter of sitting down and planning out my projects for next year as well. And my indoor pond is one of the projects that I want to work on. And also this 55-gallon tank is getting old. It needs to be recaulked, and I want to do that. Instead of buying a new tank, I was thinking of buying a new tank, but I think this tank is fine. It's just the inner caulking that needs to be redone. So it's a fairly easy job. When you look through the end of the glass, you can see that the caulking that actually keeps the panes of glass together, that's all fine. It's perfect. There are no bubbles even. So I don't think I have to redo like I don't have to rebuild the aquarium. I just have to recalk it. And so that's, I think, one of the projects I'm going to do. And my fish are getting old, so there's a lot of them that are singles now because their buddies have died off. And I'm not sure I want to keep lemon tetras anymore. I actually didn't want to keep them. It's just that during COVID I couldn't find fish at all, and so I kept the few that I had. I've told this story so many times. I kept a few lemon tetras and now they've multiplied. So somehow I will get into a fish swap group maybe and get rid of them somehow. But I want to start with some new fish next year. So keep watching because some exciting projects are coming up. So let me give you a little show around the garden room, just a quick show, and then we will end there. So here we go. So this is the north wall of my garden room, and I have my three-armed lamp decorated as a wintry tree with white and silver leaves. And I made a cloud out of polyester fiber fill. I'm going to make more clouds, not just one. And I also hung my 3 clay birds, which I inherited from my mother-in-law. And so the curtain, I think, is also new to you guys. It's pale blue to match the walls, sky blue. And coming down further, we can see the tropical plants. Now, my tropical plants have been outside for the summer, so they are doing really well, the best ever. I've often struggled with my plants during the winter. No, it's only December, I know, but they're looking so good right now that I have confidence that they will make it through till February when light starts to become better and better. And so, yeah. On the right-hand side, you can see my young Monstera. I've only had it less than a year, so it's doing quite well. I have Dieffenbachia and Stromanthes. I divided my Stromanthe the day I got it because it didn't look that great. It was healthy, but it wasn't well presented in the pot. So I kind of, divided it up. So each part is doing very well now. That orchid that you see blooming is not a real one, but my other real ones are putting out flower stems. Yeah, that's a good thing. And I have Tradescantia, Zabrina on the left, and Nanook is in the middle of the screen. And this little ornament, this little Christmas girl, was made by my daughter when she was still high school age. The bench is from Dollarama, I think it was. I do like dollar stores, okay? Everybody says, why do you go there? But I like some of the little things that they have. I don't know. I'm just that kind of person, I guess. And here are the 2 minnows that are left in the pond. And so they look pretty lively for being 4.5 years old. I don't know why they're living that long, but anyway. And they have good appetite. So whenever a fish has good appetite, I feel like, yeah, they're okay. It's when they stop eating, that's when I start to worry about them. Okay. I think that'll be it for today then. Bye for now. See you next time. Bye.